The undefeated former IBF Bantamweight champion of the world, Leo El Terremoto Santa Cruz. Please welcome the two-time WBA super flyweight champion of the world, Alexander El Explosivo Munoz.
This is for the USBA junior featherweight title. I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you. Tócalos, buena suerte a ambos.
Champ, but also, of course, one of our castmates on Showbox, along with Steve Farhood and Barry.
We get this fight underway, scheduled for 10 rounds or less.
And those 2 years off when the semi-retirement. Munoz, the veteran at 34. Santa Cruz, the youngster.
Explosivo, he began his professional career with 23 consecutive knockouts. Munoz challenging Daniel Ponce de Leon for the featherweight title.
Than you've usually seen before. So I'm looking a little bit for that.
Trademark of the great Mexican fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez, because Henry Armstrong defended the welterweight title 11 times in 1939 alone.
So that now he's found his footing again. He thinks he can do big things at this weight class. But impressive that he took those 2 big shots the way he did. Now he's so big.
Recently, and has become more of a volume puncher. Come on, Munoz sticks it in as well as 130 now remaining in the first. Jay Nady may be busy in our next fight without her.
Santa Cruz will, and already they're doing it.
I don't know if that's in Munoz's best interest. Santa Cruz is naturally
Higher
big.
up in weight than he was used to when he fought great competition. Oh my.
And Santa Cruz up 3.
That's a challenging fight for a referee on many levels.
Jab
I'll have to agree.
by Santa Cruz months.
Wow. In the old days, they used to do that, not so much now.
Well, that's funny you bring that up because
he's keeping his gloves higher and doing a little.
Munoz
Attention with that combination. Let's see if Munoz remains as active as he was trying to be. Yeah, he likes to keep that high guard. He told us you were going to see naturally bigger. Seems the bigger man in the ring.
Munoz known as El Explosivo. Referee Drakulich warning Santa Cruz to keep his punches above the belt line. So they are chucking the leatherly here as Munoz looking to referee Drakulich about the clash of heads.
And that's the thing.
Round 2, we're just getting underway.
Attack Santa Cruz at your own risk.
And toward the end of the round, that short left hook by Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz threw now.
Okay. Come on,
With Al Bernstein, Paulie Malignaggi ringside, joined by Jim Gray, Heidi Androl, Brian Kenny.
He's not going to back away or shy away. He's got very good technical skills.
That right hand.
But obviously it's higher up in ball. Hey, Munoz is getting that uppercut in occasionally, though.
He's giving his
hands a bit low, and I think paid for it, but he's landing some shots as well. Man. And you know, we talk about defense, but Santa Cruz has blocked and
34 long layoffs coming off a 6-round TKO win in a
return. So if he's got to protect himself if he's going to throw that uppercut.
Oh, technicalities.
You want action to the Showtime Sports crew for this May Day pay-per-view, and a left uppercut by Munoz.
Munoz's hands are all over the place. A lot of times when he starts punching, it becomes a little wider. He's a little bit out of position. Santa Cruz, a lot of power on him. This is reminding me of another old veteran Santa Cruz fought when he fought Eric Morel. Engage Santa Cruz at your own risk, because the more you engage him, he's not going to back
So
away.
in close are Munoz and Santa Cruz with Munoz. Man, there's no defense in this one. Action, you have come to the right place. Leo Santa Cruz, all action, and Munoz is very...
a few more punches, and that's why he's winning this fight, because Munoz has...
Unbelievable pace. We're only in round 2.
Munoz has left his hands a bit low, and I think...
A blistering left hook to the body and a left hook upstairs.
If you fight Santa Cruz this fight, too, because of the reach of Santa Cruz, and those long punches get to him. Oh.
Punches in bunches with both Leo Santa Cruz and Alexander Munoz checking their respective chins. It's been an amazing start.
But I guess what they're basically getting at is the fact that Munoz does have a high punch output.
So good. Another body blow by Santa Cruz. Right.
They want to slow him down.
Leo Santa Cruz in the red, white, and green. The Mexican flag colors.
Fought very good competition down in the super flyweight division. He was champion at 6 times.
The other and just really working over each other. It's a rough and tumble affair with plenty of punches.
You got to shorten it up. You got to tighten things up on the inside.
That'd be the biggest power punches Santa Cruz has faced, but he's landing some nice rights.
But he has had plenty of pop.
Throw that right hand uppercut right off that counter. You know, he's complaining to the referee, but throw the right hand uppercut and counter that hook to the body. He can start out his punches from a better place.
Great point.
stay too close to him, he's going to eventually start touching you and opening you up because he's got his hands in great position to let go of good punches on the inside.
Munoz initiating the offense, and there's Santa Cruz. I noticed Santa Cruz shaking out his right hand, whether it's just a habit or something to look
for him, because after a few rounds he was exhausted and he was tired. The problem again, if you engage Santa Cruz, you better be ready to go
in the third round. Munoz just leaning in with his head, opening himself up. For
both men with a huge work rate.
Right hook. And another right hand. Decision over Vusi Malinga in dominant fashion.
See how much he throws it here.
Here's Munoz. There it is. Every game to continue to give as good as he's getting now as he's coming. In December of 2010, he lost a 12-round decision in Japan against local favorite Koki Kameda. CBS against Alberto Guevara, now moving up to 122 for the first time so far. So punches in Santa Cruz getting the best of these shots.
Both of these guys, Morel chose to engage him. It didn't work out so well for him.
As he's getting, but he is still in the fight here in the round.
That's the problem with him throwing the uppercut. He's taking a left hook and return.
Just not enough. We look at the power shots from the last round. That's a staggering figure.
It's in this one.
He just did land a left uppercut, Munoz, but the body work of Santa Cruz is spectacular.
Then he defended his title 3 times against Eric Morel, Victor Zaleta, and
the explosive boy, Alexander Munoz. Although he's getting exploded on right now.
Oh, and Munoz is against the ropes in trouble, and he goes down, but Victor Drakulich moving him back and is giving him a count.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Munoz knocked down in this, the third round, and he escapes around, but a punch after the bell.
That one punch knocked him down, and you maybe could have made a case not to call it a knockdown, but clearly the punches had an impact on him going down. So that was a 50-50 call, but you can't really criticize Vic Drakulich too much. And, the 8 Santa Cruz.
Munoz down for the 4th time in his career as we begin round 4. Now colors Alexander Munoz from Venezuela, wearing the black with orange. There it is, so right and a left.
Munoz is trying to land that uppercut on the overhand right and getting it in.
Been preparing for this fight for over 2 months at the Gimnasio Brigido Riarte in Caracas, Venezuela. Took a bit of a holiday after his very busy 2012, culminating with an appearance on punches to the body, one to the liver, the other to the breastbone. Collide again in the center of the ring as upstairs by Santa Cruz with 64, vacating the title and moving up to 122 pounds, where so far
Santa Cruz at Terremoto means earthquake, and El Explosivo, the explosive.
Santa Cruz leads with his left hand. A jab sneaks through the guard by Munoz, who's just now punching wildly.
Santa Cruz turned southpaw, and I went back to right hand. He turned. Who's at the side?
Rib cage on the left side of Munoz's body, so he's been pretty smooth sailing here as he again attacks the body, and Munoz uppercut, but it's a left hook to the body that Santa Cruz comes back with. They're like two rams. Just
talked about Munoz fighting in Japan. He's a star in Japan.
And that's the case.
I would say yes.
Exactly, and it's a matter of technique, guys. I mean, Santa Cruz's punches are just shorter, more
down the Venezuelan veteran who remains game, but is finding sacked. The measure
had been 7-0 against Japanese fighters till that loss you talked.
The thing about, you mentioned that he was throwing the uppercut early on. Well, the best way to stop that left hook to the body is to throw that right hand. Exactly, and that's where Santa Cruz can take advantage and punch inside him, which a lot of times he's been doing. Both of these guys trying to live up to their nickname.
Oh, a nice 1-2 combination on the jaw. Seeing little success against Terremoto. Leo Santa Cruz with 45 seconds left.
Nice left hook by Munoz, though.
A fantastic 4th round.
Yeah, that punch really didn't look low, but he was turning to Vic Drakulich.
You can't do that on the outside, but really on the inside, you shouldn't do that at all.
A moment ago,
another amazing combination. Munoz in trouble.
34-year-old at this juncture, so you want to think of, nice left.
Using his face as target practice here in the 4th.
Munoz tough, man, but his corner should look at tremendous heart on this guy Munoz.
Well, that was a very difficult round, obviously, for Munoz. He was close to going down, had been hit with a number of big shots.
He's not going to fight anymore. Let's try to give it another round.
Yeah, Al, you read my mind. You know, here's the thing. If you want Alexander Munoz to continue,
But I gotta apologize to Neil Patrick Harrison, his character and How I Met Your Mother.
to stay in Santa Cruz's wheelhouse, you gotta at least let him know, hey, listen, you gotta mix up your spots.
It's hard. It was standing there, but like you say, how much is his corner? 22nd, Adrian Broner sporting a Hey Paulette shirt today. An amazing.
You gotta push him out there for this next round. You gotta give him better instructions and get to that body, because get to that body.
I called him Barry. We know it's Barney, so sorry there, Neil.
And you gotta counter Santa Cruz's body shots because they're setting up the head shots.
Hey, Paulie, I'm going to allow him to absorb because Santa Cruz tags him with a left hand, and he's now hanging onto the ropes, and down he goes for the second time in the fight. And it's over. Leo Santa Cruz wins his 122-pound debut in very impressive fashion, a courageous...
Well, fans, we have the time of 1 minute 5 seconds in round number 5. A referee in charge, Vic Drakulich, recognizes the corner's request and stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated. He is now the USBA Junior Featherweight Champion, Leo